Welcome everyone. In this video we are going to look at an introduction to Fusion 360, and in order to work within Fusion 360 we need to learn some of the interface. So what you see on the screen here is typically what you would see once you load up the Fusion 360 program. You will not have an image shown here, but I have opened up that image for demonstration purposes. So looking around our workspace here, we have a quick access toolbar, which is up here, so we can look at our file information. We can go to hide our data panel or go to our data panel. We have our undo and redo commands that are typical in most programs. Underneath that, we have our modeling toolbar, which we will create our sketches and our models from here. And on the left hand side we have our browser. So our browser will include all the items and features that we have added, and we can do some editing in there. On the right hand side here we have our view cube, which we can use to look at different views of an object that is in the workspace. We can click on the home to go back to our default view here, and you can rotate anywhere on this, select any type of view just by using this cube. And we also have the option of holding the left mouse button down with the cursor over that cube. So if you hold the left mouse button down, we can control our views that way as well. But you will have to have that cursor on that cube. If we want to return that to the default, again, we just hit the home button and we are back to our original view. We do also have some other options under here for viewing, but we will not go into those, but you can experiment with those if you like. Our big graphics area here that you see with the model in there is where your model will be displayed. That is the graphics window, and that is where you will see all of your work. Down at the bottom here we do have a display control panel, which will allow you to do some adjustments as well in viewing. So rotate, panning, zooming, you have that option down there. Now we can control this using simple mouse commands and some simple keyboard commands, and we will get into that shortly. Our data panel on the left hand side here will contain items such as projects, recent data files, and we can look and navigate through there using that data panel, and we can create our new projects through there. And if we want to close that data panel, we can select the X there to close that data panel, and now you will just see the list of your items that are in the model browser. So to go back up to that, we can select that data panel again, that little waffle up there, and that brings that back up. We can also hide our data panel just by selecting that waffle up there as well, and we are back to the same spot. So I'm going to bring that back up so we can see that. And one last thing about the model browser, when you are creating your features and your design, when you click on this, you can see each one of these features. So it's kind of like a tree with information that you can expand to get additional information on each of the features you created. So that concludes our introduction on the interface of Fusion 360.